Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Josh Ramirez, Project Manager turned Cognitive Scientist at the Institute for Neuro and Behavioral Project Management. Maybe you've heard of heuristics or cognitive errors, also known as cognitive biases. This is the application of that science in projects. You curious? The first three things you need to know about our brain and projects. 1. The time pressure of projects can cause us to miss information due to the striatum in the brain. 2. Project risk may be increased due to cognitive dissonance in our brain, a certain mental discomfort associated with some information, and identified in recent neuroscience studies. 3. Project information may be changed by our brain, as confirmed by neuro studies that show the mental pain of social pressure. Behavioral project management is now bringing 4 decades of research, all in one place, to design project management around human cognition. Ever heard of the books Freakonomics, Blink, or Thinking Fast and Slow? Behavioral project management is bringing that same science into the discipline of project management. Maybe you've heard of Nobel Prize winners Daniel Kahneman or Richard Thaler. They revolutionized economics by inventing behavioral economics. The Institute is doing the same for project management. This is important because around 70% of performance comes from human cognition and behavior. And with nearly 20 trillion being executed in projects every year around the world, and between 50 and 70% of those projects not meeting objectives, that's up to 10 trillion a year in opportunity for improvement. And that comes from understanding our brain and projects. So, what is behavioral project management? Like behavioral economics, it is the application of behavioral science to the technical discipline of project management. It is applied by not only teaching skills, but also designing processes, software, and project measurements around what we know about human cognition. Though the underlying science isn't new, it is now being aggregated and applied to project management. Because of the word behavioral in behavioral project management, there's a few myths we should dispel right away. 1. Cognitive science is not limited to emotions and feeling. As a matter of fact, that is only a small part of the field. 2. Cognitive science is not limited to soft skills, and as a matter of fact has a lot of foundation in neuro studies, which is hard science, not a soft art. 3. Learning cognitive science is not limited to leadership or learning to work with people. Its wider application is designing processes, software, and project metrics around the brain. It's often making small tweaks in our project management processes without having to possess full knowledge of the science behind it. In the application of cognitive science to project management, behavioral project management seeks to reduce the physical errors in project delivery by reducing the cognitive errors in planning, forecasting, risk analysis, etc. Here are a few examples from behavioral project management you can apply to your projects today. 1. Identify obstacles to activity completion prior to estimating resource quantity or duration. This has been shown in research to decrease the optimism bias effect. 2. Unpack the activities into smaller subcomponents. And 3. Instead of asking how much can you complete this week, a better question is how much effort will it take to complete task X? A study in the behavioral side of planning showed asking how much effort is required to complete the task resulted in less over-optimistic estimates. Join all the project professionals who are now applying cognitive science in behavioral project management. Whether you work in government, energy, construction, biotech, aerospace, or any project that is critical to you or your client, project management designed around the brain will increase the reliability of your outcomes, bringing your critical projects in on time and on budget more often, with reduced risk, accelerating much-needed projects around the world, from life-saving projects such as medical science to national defense. Behavioral project management is the science of delivering dreams or business needs at an accelerated rate and reduced risk in your most critical projects. You can become part of our community at behavioralpm.com, and the Institute also has the NPPQ Master Planner certification at www.neural-plan.com. That's NEURAL-plan.com.